West African crocodile is also called the Ostrolium tetraspis. This is lecture 12, biology. Tetraspis means four shields, referring to the cluster of four bony plates, nuchal scales, on the back of the neck. There were three clades of dwarf crocodile known of, but a transcendent fourth clade was discovered. Penicillin saved millions of people's lives and revolutionized medicine. The key structural feature of penicillin is the four-membered B-lactam ring. Look at the four-membered B-lactam ring is the core structure of several antibiotic families. Some of the antibiotic families with the four-membered B-lactam ring are penicillins, cephalosporins, carbapenems, and monobactams. These families are therefore also called B-lactam antibiotics. Okay. After fertilization, a fertilized egg divides to form 2 cells and then divides to form 4 cells. At 4 cells, the cells take the form of a tetrahedron. Tetra is 4. After the cell divides into 8 cells, and they now form a double tetrahedron, Merkaba. Double tetrahedron is one tetrahedron facing up and another tetrahedron facing down. Tetra is 4. Tetrahymena are model organisms in biology. Tetra means 4. So model organisms are used for experiments. Are used a lot in experiments. There are 4 major zone pellicuda glycoproteins. There are 4 major cleavage types in isolecithal cells. Isolecithal cells have a small, even distribution of yolk. Bilateral, radial, rotational, spiral. Spiral cleavage is seen in spiralia. The first 2 cell divisions of spiralia result in 4 macromeres. The 4 macromeres are also called blastomeres. The 4 blastomeres, A, B, C, and D, each represent 1 quadrant of the embryo. At each cleavage cycle, the macromeres give rise to quartets. Quartet means 4. There are 4 possible phases to a migraine. There are 4 main types of pathogen: bacteria, tuberculosis, fungi, foot and mouth disease in animals, virus, common cold, and protis, malaria, and dysentery. There are 4 classical muscles of mastication. Mastication means chewing. These muscles are responsible for adduction of the jaw. The 4th muscle adducts the jaw. We see the 3+1 pattern. The 4 muscles are the masseter, the temporalis, the medial pterygoid, the lateral pterygoid. Parasympathetic ganglia are autonomic ganglia of the parasympathetic nervous system. There are 4 paired parasympathetic ganglia of the head and neck. The 4 pairs are ciliary ganglion, pterygopalatine ganglion, submandibular ganglion, otic ganglion. There are 4 regions of the hippocampus. The hippocampus is used in memory. The 4 regions of the hippocampus are CA1, CA2, CA3, CA4. Originally, there were thought to be 3 kinds of vessels. However, in 1622, lacteals were termed the 4th kind of vessel. The 4 kinds of vessels were known as the artery, vein, nerve, and lacteals. Terminologia Anatomica in 1998 subdivided the internal carotid artery into 4 parts: cervical, petrous, cavernous, and cerebral.